What's going on, everybody? I'm back with another video, and today we have a PSA card grade reveal. There's 25 cards in this submission, and I already peeked at the grades. I couldn't wait, but I'm going to show you guys for the first time on camera. So this submission right here got sent out on February 17th of this year, and it is now like April 24th or 25th, I want to say today. So a little over 2 months to get these back, which with the current PSA, with the state of PSA and their grading stuff, that is actually not bad. So we'll go one by one here, but this took about 2 months, $20 a card. Here we go. Starting off, Jackson Churio. This is the, is this the debut? This is not the debut. This is the true Topps Chrome rookie. This is the pink refractor, and this one right here got a PSA 10. And I will pop the comps up. I'll have the comps pop up somewhere on the screen, but right here, that's a nice one. Definitely one that will sell for a decent amount of money. And a lot of this stuff is from a collection that I actually paid for and sold a couple big cards to pay for it. So this was, there's some of that like extra bulk stuff, and this stuff will all be for sale. And I'm into all of these pretty much $0, which is very nice. Next up, we got another PSA 10 to start it off. So 2 PSA 10s in a row, and this is the green John Cena from Chronicles WWE. And this is the Panini Honors version of this card, which I believe is numbered. Yep, that one is numbered 34 out of 75. So that's a really nice one to get back. No comps, it's a pop one. And it's one that will definitely be up on my eBay. So if you're interested in this, make sure you shoot me an offer on eBay. Link is in the description of this video. And then next up, how about another one right here? This is going to be a Allen and Ginter from the 2024 ANG of none other than Jaden Daniels. And this one will get a 10 as well. So that is 3 PSA 10s to start off this submission. Really can't complain with that at all. And Jaden Daniels is always going to be in demand for at least this next cycle of time here until these next quarterbacks come on, or until stuff happens. You guys know how that works. When you had like Jordan Love, Joe Burrow, Tua, all those guys, and then it just kind of cycles, phase out, the next guy comes in. But overall, very happy with that one. Next up here is another Jackson Churio. This is the rookie debut one from Topps Chrome, and this is the Ray Wave Refractor, and this one got a PSA 10 as well. So that's another really nice card to have. Looks awesome, and Jackson Churio, I think he's off to a bit of a slower start this year, but he's still one of the top young stars in baseball. I don't know if we'll call him a star yet, but he's one of the top young players in baseball, and this is a nice one to have going into the summer as hopefully he heats up here. I believe that's been 4 in a row. 10, 10, 10. Yes, that's 4 10s in a row to start the submission. Pretty good, if you ask me. Not going to complain at all. And this one's cool. I'm going to cover up the grade here. But how about a Topps 2024 flagship right here? This is the gold numbered out of 2024. The How You Been with Shohei and Mike Trout. This is a really cool card. And I sent this one in kind of expecting a 9. The gold borders are pretty tough to get gems on. And it came back with an 8, so can't really complain on that one. But it's just one that I would have loved if it could have got a 9 or a 10. But out of 2024, 466 out of 2024. And this one's just really cool. This is the one card from this submission where I'm like, maybe I keep this for my personal collection, but more than likely this will be available on my eBay. Next up, as we go down the line, how about an Ellie De La Cruz right here? And this is from 2024 Bowman, and this is called the Purple Pattern, and this one got a PSA 10 as well. So that's numbered out of 199. Really nice card. And when I looked at the comps, I think there's one that maybe sold for 150. You guys will know on the screen when I pop up the actual comp, but there was nothing listed for less than like 250 for this card. So this may be a really big card that I pulled from a collection that I was in for literally $0. So that could be a really big card right here to get like a $150 to $200 sale. But actually, I'm going to split this up so we can see what we get on the different grades, the 9s, 10s, and lower and stuff like that. Up next, Caitlin Clark on the Monopoly All-Star insert right here. This one is a really cool looking card. She's got the 88 overall player rating, and this one, already know that it got a 10. I'm just going to show you guys. I don't need to do some reveals in this video. There we go. PSA 10, Caitlin Clark. Great card with the WNBA season less than a month away now, so can never go wrong with PSA 10 Caitlin Clarks. We will definitely take that. All right, this next one was really cool. This one may not be that big of a value of a card, but I sent this one just because it's a really cool color match of my pick for MVP in the AL this year, Bobby Witt Jr. on the Sapphire. Great photography, great card design, The Sapphire looks great. It did get a 9, which is not ideal in this situation for a card like this, but still a really cool card that I would have sent if I would have known it was going to get a 9 regardless. So that's a pretty cool one right there. Our first 9 of the submission too. Then up next we got Ant-Man. Right now the Wolves are battling the Lakers. Game 3 is tonight actually. It's 1-1 is the series right now. So hopefully that this card will be at a different price level when I upload this video in a little bit. But for now, PSA 8, pretty much same as raw. So just bought that one, figured it needed to be slabbed. Nothing too crazy, but we'll take it. That's a second year or is that second year? Let's check that quick. That is a third year ant actually, so can't complain. And then I sent a bunch of these Allen and Ginter mini variation design cards. So this is the Gunnar Henderson variation, and this one got a PSA 10. Great looking card. Love the minis, love the slabs for the minis. And Gunnar's one of those guys that I think all it's going to take is just one hot series and he's just going to pop off. He's going to just go ballistic this season. So happy to get that one back. It looks like I got a couple more of the minis. We'll just kind of speed run these. Next up, Jackson Merrill on the variation mini. That got a PSA 9. And the design of these is just so simplistic, and I love these so much. You have the little like splash of like watercolor paint in the back. Just a very clean image, not too much going on in the card, good font. But that one got a PSA 9. Nice card right there. And one more mini. This is the Chrome mini though, and this is the Jackson Merrill Chrome mini. PSA 9 on this one as well. A little more going on, a little busier than the other one, but still really cool to get that one back. So there we go. And then as we move into this next stack, these are super cool. If you're ever at shows, make sure you keep an eye in like some cheap 25-cent dollar type boxes for these Topps Chrome Platinum Anniversary. If they have the city landscape in the background, those are super short print variations and they are very tough to find. So if you ever see those for like cheap, I know I've seen videos of people finding these in value boxes for like 25 cents and they're huge. Like this is like a $40 card raw, but it's even more because it got a PSA 10. So that's really nice. That's probably a $100 to $150 card as a PSA 10. And that's just a great card. I wish I could find a Minnesota Twins one of this. I'd love to have the Minneapolis skyline in the back of like a Royce Lewis or a Pablo Lopez card. So that's pretty cool. But Tatis right there on the 10. Awesome. And we will keep going down. Here's one more of those variations. We have one more to follow after this too. This is the Jackson Churio mini variation, and that got a PSA 10. So we went 3 for 3 on the Jackson Churio 10s in this submission. Was not expecting to hit all 10s on him, but we will definitely take it. And probably the biggest mini, this one would have been a huge PSA 10. It did get a 9, so not gonna bring the most money home, but it's still pretty cool. Probably a $25, $30 card, so make $5, $10 after fees and such. But right there you go. That is the variation of Paul Skeens, so very cool card. Got a 9. Amen Thompson right here. This one is the red ice. Matches that jersey beautifully. And man, are those Rockets going to make a comeback against the Warriors, or are the Warriors going to take it and move on to the next series? But this one got a PSA 9. Sweet, sweet, sweet card. I love the red ice. That one, I think the reason that got a 9 is I think it's just a little top to bottom. It's like a little higher on the top, not as much space there versus there, as you can see. And we know PSA's new grading standards that they are not as easy to get 10s with, but this stuff's actually not been all that bad, so we'll definitely take what we can get. But that's a 9. Our 9 stack's starting to get a little bigger. And then right here, this was a bit of a surprise. This Travis Bazzana Sapphire, I looked it over. It looks fine to me. There's nothing majorly wrong with it. I don't see any like major indents or thumbprints, anything like that. It got a 6. Like, what is going on here? I know what PSA stands for. It's please submit again. They want me to spend another $20, send this card in, and they'll grade it a 9, and then I'll break even on it, and then I'll lose another $20 when I sell it. But, like, it's just really frustrating. I know PSA has been pretty good to me this sub so far, so I don't want to complain too much, but it's really frustrating when there's somebody as meticulous as me who looks over all the cards. I clean all the cards. There's so many cards that I think are gradable that I pull out before I send because I know that they're going to get an 8 or a 9. So it's just weird. Anything I send, I expect it to get a 9 or a 10. So that was weird to get a 6 here. What can you do, though? Up next, this one, I actually bought these two together. These two sapphires I bought in a deal together. I don't remember what I paid for them, but it wasn't too expensive. And this is a Walker Jenkins Gold out of 50 from 2024 Bowman. Really nice looking card. And boom, right there, Walker gets a 10. And I have a nice little stash of him stored away. So I've been kind of saving a bunch of stuff for him and wait until he gets closer to the call-up to start offloading some of it. But this one I might actually sell now. It's a pretty big card, pop 1. So this one may be available on my eBay. If you click that link and you see it, you'll know that I decided to sell it. But if not, it is stashed away in a box in my closet somewhere for at least another year or two. And then this one, you guys remember the origin of this one on my page. We ripped a box of the new NBA Hoops when it came out, and we hit this card on the last pack. It was the last card we pulled. It was Jared McCain numbered. What is this numbered out of again? Out of 199, the red Pulsar. And that one hit a 10. So that was a nice card. I got really high hopes for McCain next year. I think he's one of the better rookies in this class, and just unfortunate that he got hurt this year. But it will be really cool to see what happens next year, and also see what happens with this Pop 1. We've had 3 Pop 1 PSA 10 so far in this sub. I'm just realizing now, too. All right, so we have a couple cards left here. Up next, Shohei on the 1983 Refractor from Topps Chrome. That got a PSA 9. Kind of expected that on this one, but figured I'd still send it. It's a big enough card. This card goes for like 125 bucks, so that one got sent out, and I'm pretty happy with it. And then the other kind of head scratcher in this submission right here, Griffin Jackson, PSA 7. Come on, like what is going on here? I get that every card's not going to be a PSA 10, but when I'm looking at this stuff, I know that what's going to be a PSA 7, and those cards don't get sent. There's a reason I don't send that type of stuff, so it just doesn't make sense to me. Who knows, but out of 150, true blue, first Bowman of one of the better relievers in baseball. Maybe I'll just crack it out, keep it for my collection. It is a twin, so we'll see what happens there, but cannot complain. And then we're going to have some more Ant here. How about a select courtside silver? This one got a PSA 9, and I sent this one kind of expecting a 10, so 9 is a little bit of a shock, but again, never going to complain with a 9, so there you have it right there. That's a nice looking card too. I'm a big fan of how that one actually turned out. And then next up, one more Ant is another PSA 9 Genesis. And these are very tricky to price. I was actually looking at some pricing when I saw that this popped on the PSA app. So it's like raw of these go anywhere from like 60 to 110. And I didn't see any PSA 9 sales. We'll have to check some like further back data and see what's sold and whatnot. But this is interesting. I've got it listed for 100 bucks. And I've been getting offers of like 60 to 70, so there's no way that a PSA 9 is worth less than a raw. So probably just going to hold that one out for a little bit, but still really cool. Love the kind of color match with that Lake jersey right there, so cool card nonetheless. And then final 2 cards, we got right here Bobby Witt Jr. on the Topps Update Black, Gold, and this is one of my favorite inserts from Topps Flagship that they do in like the update series every year, so pretty cool. Did get a PSA 9. Not the best grade, but just a cool card. Now, I've never actually looked at the back of this card. That is a very, very cool looking card. That's just clean on the back. The back is almost better than the front, if you ask me. But did get a 9. There you have it. And to finish it out, just like that, Fernando Tatis. How about one more of these? Bryce Harper, PSA 10. Look at that with the city of Philadelphia in the backdrop. Very big card. I would guess this goes for about $100 to $150 on my eBay. So if you want this, act quick. I don't think this is going to last long. These are pretty tough to come by. So there you have it. And that will bring us down to the end of the video. Let me just show you. So this is our PSA 10 stack right here. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we had 12 out of 25 PSA 10. So about half. We did send 25 cards, so a little less than half. And then this one looks not as much. Let's count it quick. 2, 4. So we had 9 PSA 9s. So 12 10s, 9 9s. We had 2 8s, a 7, and a 6. So overall, pretty good submission. Not going to complain at all. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching that one. And if you did, make sure you guys leave a like and stay tuned. I've got some really great content coming throughout the month of May and beyond in 2025. So stay tuned and leave a like for good luck, or you're going to get grades like this in your sub. You don't want 7s, 8s, and 6s. So make sure you leave a like, get some good luck in your next sub, and we'll catch you in the next video.